We are going to take a look at Zotero, which is a tool that I'd like you to use to create your annotated bibliography. Now, my reason for using Zotero as opposed to like EasyBib or BibMe or another one of those sources websites, is a lot of them are starting to enact more paywalls, which means you would have to pay to use their services. Even some of the more basic services, I know BibMe for sure is pretty much entirely paywalled now. And this allows you to create an account on Zotero, and it'll allow you to store all of your sources on here as well, which I think you'll find extremely useful. So let's hop right into it. You'll see here, and this will look a little bit different on the iPad, but it does all the same functionality as long as you log into the web browser version. I have a folder here called Senior Project, and in order to create that, you just click this plus sign, or it might be like 3 dots in the library. In my Senior Project folder, what I'm going to do is create a couple sources for you guys to take a look at. I'm actually going to delete this one real quick. In order to do that, you go up, and I think on the iPad it's like the 3 little dots and then new source. I'm going to add a source. I'm going to add a journal article. The 2 primary ones you're going to be doing are journal articles, and then I also want you to do magazine article instead of like website, simply because we ran into a couple formatting issues with that as far as like them not italicizing website title and stuff like that. So journal article, magazine article. Even if you're using a website, put that data in as a magazine article, because we don't need URLs with APA, not for the Senior Project. So I'm going to click journal article now, and when you click on it on the iPad, it'll pop up a new window that you can enter in this data to. For ours, or on my Mac actually, it just put something on the side right here. So I'm going to do mine. I'm going to make a new source here, and I'm going to do it on the sports mascot controversy. So that would be the title of my journal, the sports mascot controversy. The author, now remember, you always have to do first name, last name. And then if you need to add more authors, then you click this little plus sign. So King, and then Janice L. Always put their middle initial after the first name in that order if they include it. Okay. And again, if I want to add another one, I click that little plus sign. You do need to add all of the authors if you have a journal with multiple authors. Publication, that would be right up here, the review of communication. The volume number is 3.2, okay? Well, actually, no, volume would be 3 and then issue 2. So volume 3, issue 2. We have pages 158 to 160. Date, April 2003. Okay, it usually is able to just kind of like read what it needs to from there. Series style, series text, we skip. Same with journal abbreviation, same with language. DOI is important. I'm going to see if I can find it on here. Mine does not have the DOI on it. Now, if there are plenty that do have a DOI, I'm going to throw one on here just to show you, because you do need to include the DOI, excuse me. So the DOI number is right here on most articles. So this is one from a different article that I helped Mr. Catano find. It is not letting me highlight it though. There you go, okay. I'm gonna copy that because I don't want to type the whole thing. And you do need to use, so the access would be which date you accessed it. In this case, I would put 9/15/2020. Yep. Now, I believe that's all we need for a journal article. Oh wait, sorry, I put the accessed in the wrong date. So we do 2020-09-15. Okay, wonderful. I don't know about that 8 o'clock p.m. thing. That came from nowhere. But that should be all we need. Okay, then it saves it automatically. It's cloud-based, so you don't need to worry about that. Now, you need to enter in all 8 of yours in order to make in order to make your annotated bibliography, this should be your first step, okay? Enter in all 8 sources, and then you should be good to go. What we're gonna do next is I'm gonna show you just what it looks like when you export. So you put all 8 in, then you do create bibliography. And you have this button too. On the iPad, you will need to individually select your 8 sources and then do create bibliography, or more. If you should have more than 8 sources by the time your senior project is done. But you will essentially then, as a matter of fact, I'm going to click both of mine just to show you kind of what it looks like. And then I'll click create bibliography. Mine's already set to APA 7th edition. And boom. It also does the hanging indent for you. So right here, you'll see all this is looking totally fine, looks great. Sports mascot controversy, review of communication, that should be italicized. There's the DOI at the end. Remember, no URLs. This is a different article just that I threw in there from Denver Westward magazine. Now, after you've got that all in there, once you've got all 8 sources in there, you click copy to clipboard. And then what I would do after that is I would paste them to a Word document. So I'm actually going to open up a new one real quick. There's my thesis that I have not worked on recently, that I've been procrastinating on. Sorry about that. All you do is you click paste, and it formats it perfectly for you with a hanging indent and everything. Okay? It works in Word, and it should work exactly the same in the Google Doc template as well. Okay? Finding parts that you need to enter in, but all of the rest of class and for the next week or so on this, and email me if you have any additional questions about this video in particular. Okay, thank you for watching.